How you doing, ladies and gentlemen? This is William. This is what, July 21st, 2025? How y'all doing today? Listen, I got a serious topic I want to just go over with y'all and talk to y'all about. It just came to my attention. Let me tell you something. Michelle, let me tell you something. I told you the next time somebody came to me and said something to me about something that you done said to my kids, and that no, them low life stuff that DSS Child Protective Service allowing you to see my boys. You better not ever take your butt around my boys again. Because truth be told, you need to tell the truth. You don't go around telling my kids that they have a sister that's not their sister, because you don't got no evidence or no paperwork that says that my children doesn't have a sister or not. And you opening your mouth and DSS is allowing you to do that and saying stuff to my kids you don't got no business saying. Now what you ought to be saying is them little two bastard kids you got hoeing out there in the streets and got, now you need to be telling your kids, my kids by your butt, how horse you is and going out there having a bastard kids by another man while married to another man. Now I told you, don't mess with me. I told you that, didn't I? And I told you, say, I don't mess with you. I don't much do nothing about you. But now you done crossed the line when you go tell my boys, that the sister that they think is theirs is not their sister. And you don't got nothing to back that up. And DSS gonna allow you to see my boys and to tell my boys junk like that? Let me tell you something, woman. Talk about your own two little bastard kids that you got by a man, and nothing but a Fortune 100. That's all you ever been, is a Fortune 100 like your mama. You's a nasty woman. You hear me? You're nasty, grimy, adulterous, hoish woman. You're probably done slept with everybody in Richmond County. Well, I ain't gonna say everybody, but you are low, because anybody in the business in good sense won't have nothing to do with you anyway. But, that's why you went out there and married that old man. Almost 80 years old. You 40 something. Huh? Anybody around here know that ain't love? What is that? I'll put your business in the street. I put your business in the street on the truth that I know about your butt, that people don't know about you. How you done slept with your own stepdaddy. That's why your mama don't want you in her house in Arizona. That's why she don't want you nowhere around her. Tell people that. Tell people what you did about getting that house. Telling people that that's your house. That's your stepdaddy's house. He brought that house for you to stay in it. Don't go, hey, look, woman, you messing with the right one when you open your mouth to my boys. You ain't had no business opening your mouth to say nothing to my boys about anything. You didn't even have no business even seeing my boys, because they not your kids, and you ain't had no business seeing them, and DSS didn't have no business letting you come around them. But I will put your business out in the street. That's why your daddy couldn't stand your butt. That's why he left here and didn't leave you nothing. Made you crying on the phone. That's right, that's your mama doing. And now you doing my kid the same way that your mama did you. That's why your daddy didn't have nothing to do with your butt and didn't want to have nothing to do with you. And you running around here opening your mouth and running your mouth about stuff that you don't know nothing about. Run your mouth about stuff that you know about, how the hoe that you are. And then how you have on Section 8 and got my kid. Well, I had my kids for 2 years by you. You gonna sit down and get DSS help, Medicaid, food stamp, Section 8. You think I don't know all that? I even went up there and told how you gonna get help for my kid when they're not in your possession? They're not in your care. My kids was in my care for 2 years. You wicked woman, you went out there with DSS was helping you illegally. They was helping you illegally. Legally, they was helping you illegally. They was providing you with food stamps. They were providing you with Medicaid. They were providing you, and then hurry up and got you on Section 8 with paying, and then you paying your stepdaddy through Section 8 for that house out there that you staying in. You think I don't know that? And you probably got your cousin staying there now, and you're still getting that Section 8 up under Section 8. That joke coming back to you, girl, because you an evil, nasty woman. that junk coming back to you. I'm telling you, that junk coming back to you, because that's all you will. You want to sit here and live up under the government, and you want to sit there and try to make a living hell life for me. You're not going to do that, though. You're not going to do that. You're not going to do that. Now, I don't mess with you whatsoever. And you're going to go open your mouth to my boys and say something to my boys that ain't even yours, and you ain't even got no business being around them. And I will be looking at, now I'm going to start looking at I'm going to start looking into your little 2 bastard kids that you got that's supposed to be mine because you was my wife when you conceived those kids. So I'm going to go see what kind of illegal junk that you done as far as getting child support for those twins that you got by the man. I'm going to see is this legal lawfully for this to even happen, because ain't nobody came to me and asked me to sign any paper saying that I'm not the daddy or anything. So I'm going to look deep into what you done and what Richmond County has helped you done, DSS has helped you done out of the realm of the court, because ain't no DSS, ain't nobody can do nothing about saying who them kids' daddy is without going to court. So if you done wiggle your little way and get something and got something done some kind of way for another man to pay child support for a kid that ain't even been proven as his, that DSS has helped you to accomplish, I'm gonna start digging deep into that and find out what's really going on with that. Cause you ain't no but you know what? I told you a long time ago, I said, leave off around here with my kids, and you didn't. I said, leave your butt off from right here, because you ain't got no business staying here. But you want to stay here in the same county. You want to sit here and call yourself coming at me and messing my life up. That's what you call yourself trying to do. You know what I'm saying? Well, you ain't trying to do it. You doing it. It just, you ain't accomplishing nothing. And that and what you doing, you might well have dug that hole for yourself, that hole you going to fall into. The hole that you dig for me, you going to be the one fall into it. You're a trifling woman. That's what you are. And I wish the day I never would have ever met you, because you played the good woman so good. One day you want to be black, the next day you want to be white. Anytime it come down trouble, now you want to be white. But when you out there running the streets and hoeing, you want to be black. You know what I'm saying? That's why you never could get along with people, because your identity is messed up. And you take full advantage of your identity. You take full advantage of one day you're white, one day you're black. Well, you know what? We black people don't have that option, because we black, that's what we are. We ain't gotta stuck have well, we ain't gonna claim one or the other identity. Only when it availeth us to use it. We can't do that. So you're a wicked woman. You was a wicked woman along with your sister too. One of your sisters. You're a wicked woman. And anybody that deal with you that don't know nothing about you, they'll find out how wicked you are. You ain't nothing but a wicked woman. And then you're gonna sit there and tell somebody close to me, somebody that know me, what all you want from me in child support. Woman, you won't ever get a dime from me, ever in this life. Do you understand me? Because I won't dare pay you 1 penny for a child, for my children, that you didn't use the DSS, you didn't use the court system, you the one that assaulted me, but they helped you take my kids from me. That's illegal. But they did it though, and you did it. That's wicked. You ain't won nothing, and it's gonna come down the ladder to you to let you know you ain't won nothing. Anytime that you open your mouth to my boys, or open your mouth about me to somebody, you can best believe I'm gonna open my mouth about you, about your junk, that people don't know where you come from and where you at, and the psych wars and stuff you done been in, all the way over in another country, Arizona, trying to kill yourself. See, people don't know you like I know you. But I know what kind of woman you is. You is a wicked, evil, mentally ill, unstable woman. But you and the DSS knows that, the court system knows that, but they still allow you to assault me and take my kids from me. That old wicked judge right along with you, Sophia Crawford, and that wicked Warren McSwain, and your wicked lawyer. You know what I'm saying? All wicked, all wicked. You know, wicked ride together. You better leave me alone, woman. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Because I'm gonna open up everything from you that I know about you. You understand me? You better keep my mouth and get your butt. Never come around my boys again for any reason at all. If they want to see their siblings one day, they'll make their way, and them siblings, when they get older, they'll make their way to see one another. You ain't gonna never stop that, ever. Now, to my kids by her, let me tell y'all something as y'all grow up. Tell your mama to tell y'all about the wickedness she did with having them twins that she claimed is y'all, well, they your half brother and sister. But how she whored out there in the street and got pregnant with them. So let's get the truth out. You want to tell the truth about something? Tell my kids the truth about that. Tell my kid the truth about that, and tell my kid the truth about your nasty stepdaddy. You and your nasty stepdaddy. Tell my kids about that, you wicked woman. You, girl, let me tell you something. You just don't know what you done did when you went and opened your mouth to my boy and open your mouth about something that you don't even know. Don't even know. And ain't got nothing to back it up with. And you gonna put that word in my boy's ears? You's a wicked, low-life, dirty woman. You hear me? And the DS is a rat long, wicked, dirty, rat along with you. Because they let you do that junk. They let you go right there and see my boys at that DSS building. And then they let you sit there and run your mouth to my boys. You ain't had no business even saying them. You ain't had no business around them. Period. DSS to blame for that junk though. Because they the one that contacted your butt. But I'm gonna let that go right now. And I'm coming back to y'all. You want to hear something about you? You want to hear something about how you're playing the government? Talking about you got a mental problem, you got ADHD, that you disabled, but yet you raising 5 kids. Huh? And the reason, and you know, and I think Social Security has a lot to do with it around here in Richmond County, because you know why? Because your butt was somewhere else. You've been got stripped off disability. You know, I know everything about you. You already know. You want to play the system to get money, but the same system you playing to get the money, the same system they finna play you where you gonna have to end up paying them back. Cause you ain't disabled, not by long shot. You need to be out there working and got a job. That's where you need to be. Anytime a parent can sit there and raise and have 5 children in her care and only her care to raise them, you ain't disabled by long shot, honey. You playing the system. You playing the system to get the money like your sister did. You playing the system to get money of making them think that you disabled and you really not disabled. I'm gonna put you out there now. You heard me? You gonna get that, girl.